Hey, what's up? My name is Matthew Durian, and in the next few moments, I'm going to share with you a revolutionary gold saving system which can quite literally create financial independence by turning spending habits into saving habits and then getting paid in both cash and gold for sharing it with others. I'm going to share with you the most powerful financial literacy program in existence today. But I want to begin first with a question. When you think about most North Americans and people around the world, do you think they have a plan to get themselves out of debt and have the ability to retire in the next 3 to 5 years? How about you? Where are you at financially? Well, I've asked this question a lot lately, and the answer that usually comes back is probably very similar to what you're thinking right now. And if this is true for you or someone you know, I want to share with you why that is, why there's no shame in it, but more importantly, what can we do about it? Because numbers never lie. They will always tell us the truth, as long as we look at the right numbers. And since 1932, on the depths of the Great Depression, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power, while gold, the vehicle that once backed our currency but no longer does, has risen in value by 6,200%. I took a snapshot of items being consumed in an average home in a typical week. Check out what I discovered. Bread has gone up 959%. Movie tickets, 483%. Housing in many markets is up 1,100%. Postage stamps, 800%. And milk has gone up by 257%. So let me ask you this. Have you seen a 250 to 1,000% increase in your take-home income in the past decade? I didn't think so. I know I sure haven't. The people I've talked to haven't either. And that's exactly the problem. Inflation that the government continuously tells us doesn't exist is very real. This is why so many people are finding it so difficult to get themselves out of debt, to create any real meaningful savings, and to prepare for their financial livelihoods, because inflation is pervasive. Let me make this absolutely clear. It's impossible to outrun exponential inflation on our declining linear incomes. But I've discovered that most people have a misconception about the nature of inflation. They believe it's an increase in the price of goods. That's the symptom. Inflation is an expansion of our money supply, which reduces the value of the notes that we have in our pockets. How did we get here? Well, it all begins in 1913 with the passing of the Federal Reserve Act, which created the Federal Reserve, otherwise known as the creature from Jekyll Island. And while most people believe that it's a U.S. government institution, it isn't. It's a private corporation. It's headquartered in Puerto Rico. It's not federal. It holds nothing in reserve. It's not even a bank. Yet since 1913, it's been dictating global and U.S. economic and monetary policy. But at least since its inception, the notes that it created, the currency that circulated, was backed by gold. And every single note backed by gold was literally exchangeable for gold. It was said that the money was as good as gold. And that's what enabled it to become the world's reserve currency. But all that ended on August 15, 1971, when Richard Nixon, with the stroke of a pen, closed that gold window, took the US dollar, and with it the rest of the world, off the gold standard and broke the good as gold promise. And from that moment forward, we were on a freely floating fiat currency. Fiat currency is literally money that is backed by nothing. It's printed out of thin air with no cost and literally created with the click of a mouse. And with each turn of the printing press, they expand the number of the units in circulation, and the value of each of those units decreases. This is why our cost of living is going through the roof, because they're printing without any regard for tomorrow. Let's look at it like this. If you had $100,000 of the cash in 1932, the purchasing power of that currency is just worth $2,000 today. In other words, it takes $100 of the cash today to purchase what $2 would have bought you back then. Or we could look at it like this. If you took that same $100,000 in 1932, you used it to acquire gold, the value of that gold today at the time of this video would be $6,289,308. Crazy, but amazing when you put it in this perspective. Since 1932, gold has outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. In other words, as Voltaire once said, very wisely, paper money, fiat currency, will always return to its intrinsic value, zero. In fact, every single fiat currency that has ever existed in history has gone back to zero. So everything we read, see, feel, and even instinctually understand, all the experts agree. Hold gold and hedge yourself against inflation. But there's a problem with it. First of all, at $1,300 or more an ounce, it's just not affordable for the masses. Most people just simply can't afford it to create any meaningful savings with it. Secondly, it's inaccessible. Where do I get it? How do I find it? Where do I store it? And how do I keep it safe? Are just some of the questions that commonly get asked. And lastly, it's difficult to use in its current form. I mean, you just can't go down to the gas station or the grocery store, give them an ounce of gold for your next tank of gas or loaf of bread, and expect to get change in return. Just doesn't work that way. So clearly gold is the answer, but we need to get it into a more usable form. And that's called a Karatbar and cash gold. 24 karat pure gold bullion produced in smaller units by the gram and tenths of a gram, not ounces. Karatbars International specializes in making 999.9 pure gold produced by an LBMA accredited good delivery refinery and making it readily available to people around the world by producing it in smaller, more accessible, more affordable, and transaction-friendly weights, coming in grams and tenths of a gram. This makes gold affordable, putting it within reach of those who previously couldn't afford it, literally democratizing the ownership of it. And while our whole mission is centered around a powerful savings vehicle where individuals can open a free gold savings account, convert their declining paper currency into inflation-proof gold with each deposit they make, so as affiliates, we're not really selling anything. We use the Karatbars vehicle to teach people how to create meaningful savings by simply turning a few spending habits into saving habits and to exchange their declining currency for inflation-proof gold in frequencies and amounts that simply make sense to them. And when you've met your savings objective, you simply exchange those units of gold back into cash at the time you need it, having fully hedged yourself against the ravages of inflation. Our whole business model is based on one simple premise. We save money first, we make money showing others a better way to save without compromising current cash flow or lifestyle, and literally get paid in both cash and gold for showing others a better, smarter way to save. And our simple 3-step gold saving system provides you a systematic wealth creation preservation plan. Undoubtedly, this is the most powerful financial literacy program in existence today. With our powerful leverage plan, you can save money, accumulate wealth, and protect your financial future by converting declining currency into spendable, stable gold while eliminating debt, accelerating your cash flow, and inflation-proofing your money all simultaneously. It gets better. Here we are in wave 2. Now this is really exciting because Karatbars has entered the new digital economy with their very own cryptocurrencies, the KBC and the KCB coins. The KBC coin is the world's first cryptocurrency to be backed by physical gold. This means that each coin that is issued has a value attached to it of 999.9 24 karat gold bullion, which provides a safe and secure payment method. With more than 1,500 cryptocurrencies in existence today, most digital money is made up of computer code and really good marketing. But to have a cryptocurrency backed by a tangible asset like gold is extremely innovative as the world begins to shift into blockchain technology. Now, on July 4th, 2018, we also launched the world's first fully licensed FCC-approved crypto bank in Miami, Florida. This bank has its own cryptocurrency called the KCB coin and is using the blockchain to render its services. So one of the advantages here is the world's first blockchain-based payment system based in real assets. Karatbars is combining the world's oldest form of currency, gold, with the future of money, cryptocurrency. This is a really powerful partnership. Nothing like this exists anywhere in the world. Now, this video was not designed to answer all of your questions. It's simply not possible in one video. The intention here is to get your attention. Our goal is for you to absorb this information, and if this resonates with you, we encourage you to get yourself a free gold savings account. This will give you access to the entire suite of tools inside of Karatbars, and then you can decide for yourself what it is that you want to do. If you decide that you'd like to save gold and perhaps even participate in the business or income opportunity, we'll teach you, train, support, and mentor you all the way to become successful, whatever that means for you. Behold the power of gold and the power of cryptocurrency in this new economy. With Karatbars, we're building a debt-free, financially secure society. Get back to the person who shared this with you, or click the link above or below this video to take the next step in securing your financial future. Thanks for watching.